Howdy, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Ebony and this is Ebony's Creativity. First, I want to start off by saying I think I will be uploading Wednesdays and Saturdays. So check for me on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I'm thinking the Wednesday video will always be like a project or a DIY or something of that effect. And then the Saturday video will be a wild card. So today's video is going to be a chit chat video, and I want to talk about a topic that is very near and dear to me, and that is RA. If you don't know what RA is, that is rheumatoid arthritis. I am a sufferer. Maybe you were just diagnosed. Maybe one of your loved ones is a sufferer. But I just want to touch on a couple of key points, specifically from the point of view of a DIYer, such as myself. Whenever I am doing projects, a lot of the time, RA will kick in and let me know when I need to stop. So the first thing I want to talk about is listening to your body and knowing your limits. When your body tells you to stop, you need to stop. It is not worth it, particularly with this disease. If you are pushing yourself past your limits, you're going to feel it for days afterward. And that's not necessary when you can just stop, when your body tells you to. You need to listen to the limit that your body is telling you and respect that, because if you do not, you will be in pain for days or possibly even weeks afterward. I know when I did that built-in in the kitchen, a sister could not get back right for a while. That was some heavy-duty drilling and nailing and screwing, and each piece hit by my own hand. So I have learned just to go ahead and stop when it's time to stop, resume the next day or whenever I'm feeling better, but do not push myself beyond my limits, because you will pay for it with this disease if you try to do that. So know your limits. And let other people know your limits. For example, me, I love to get my nails done, but those people sometimes, they could be a little rough. So I have to let them know, excuse me, could you be a little bit more gentle? Or, with friends. I have friends that like to do things that I cannot do. I have a friend who loves to hike, and she's always calling me up, hey girl, I want to go hiking. And I'm like, girl, today I'm having a day. My elbow's hurting, my knee is hurting, my ankle's hurting, and we're not going to get far. I can go with you, but we are not going to be hiking. So it's pretty pointless. So, that's another thing. If you are a loved one of a sufferer, you have to make sure that you're respecting what that person is telling you about their limits for their body, because they know what's best for their body. So it's not that they don't want to do what you're doing for any other reason besides they are in pain. Some days it is debilitating. Some days you don't feel like getting up, even if you're in a position where you have to, like me, you have to go to work, you have to take care of yourself. It's not always pleasant, and you don't want to be adding any extra strain trying to do things, that are too hard or that other people want you to do. So respect your body limits, and also if the loved one who is telling you that they can not do what you want to do. You have to respect that. And I do have my notes here, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking at. One thing I wanted to address is the stigma of arthritis, which is that it's an old people disease. There are children with arthritis. I'm not old. I have arthritis. It's not an old people disease. Most people don't experience it until they're older. But, I think that with younger people, when you say my body is hurting, the general idea is that you're young, you can push through it. Not with RA. You have to sit down when it's time to sit down. So yeah, get that out of your head. It's not an old people disease, contrary to what you and even me have believed before. It's not. I was diagnosed about 3 years ago. I got to a point where I could not move out of the bed, and I had to phone a friend to come and help me out of the bed. My feet were hurting. My ankles were hurting. It's like my whole body went into shutdown at one point. My ankles, my feet, my toes, my fingers, my elbows, my knees, they all went out at the same time. And I had to go to see a professional. So it can come on to you. I mean, the previous night I went to sleep as I normally do. A little bit achy, but I had been painting, so that was, I just attributed it to other things. So, I've had pains in my finger, pains, we're not old, but we're getting older. So it's easy to attribute pain to other things, but listen to your body. I know I definitely wasn't at the time. I felt like, I'm young, I don't have any problem. I know it's not arthritis because I'm not old, even though it felt like arthritis pain. So again, that's why I stress the importance of listening to your body. But yeah, I was diagnosed about 3 years ago, was in bed, could not get up. My whole body was in shutdown. So make sure that if you are feeling pain, you pay attention to that and you address it sooner than later, because you don't want to be in a position where you are immobile like I was on that day. Um, what else? Professionals. In my experience, I see a rheumatologist. These doctors will medicate you to death if you allow them to. Do not be afraid to ask questions. Do not be afraid to inquire about why they are doing certain things or suggesting that you do certain things, because let's face it, the more medicines they can give you, the more they can keep you coming back for testing and to get those medicines, and the more money that they're getting. I have been through the financial ringer with this disease, from buying medicine to buying help aids to buying uh, things that I need, such as little tools that can help me, which I'll get into in a second. Paying for meds, paying for this, paying for that, paying for copays, paying for blood work, paying for cortisone shots, paying for everything. So it can take a financial toll on you if you are not able to stand up and ask your doctor, why are you doing this, and is it necessary? Um, right now I am taking Humira, so this is what that looks like. I inject myself once weekly with Humira. At one point, I was on a bunch of pills. I decided I did not want to be on any more pills. You may not mind taking medicines, but I'm a person who likes to take the least amount of medicine to get what I need done. I do not like medicine. So the pills seemed easier when I was, afraid to give myself a shot, but I had to get over that because I cannot be taking 10 and 12 pills, and the pills have so many side effects that you have to be tested just to be able to remain on those pills, which also costs money. So just knowing what you're putting in your body, knowing what you need as opposed to what a doctor is suggesting to you, are things that can save you a lot of money and a lot of time. But back to what I was saying about the help aids, don't be afraid to buy things that will make your life easier. I have my house set up to where I can do the things that I need to do without much help. So I have things like this, which is a can and bottle opener. So you just put the lid of whatever you want, and then you can use this to open it, and that helps a lot. I use this a lot to open up things that are too hard for me to open with just my bare hands. Like I said, I'm single, I live alone, I don't have anybody to help me. So I have to buy things, set myself up for success. So that helps me when I need my pickles. Girl, I need my pickles. I have to be able to open my jar. So without anybody here to help me, there are plenty of things that I would not be able to open without that contraption. So you can find that on Amazon. I'm sure plenty of places sell it. Um, Also, I have a lot of these types of things and a lot of ointments. So you can buy like Biofreeze, Bengay, Icy Hot, stuff like that that are kind of make you feel more comfortable. I also like to use these kind of braces things, and you don't have to have a lot of money because this one came from Dollar Tree, and you just wrap it around, and it does help to stabilize your wrist. I like to use these like at work or when I'm in a pinch. I have a couple everywhere. I have some in my car, some at work, and that way whenever I'm typing, this motion can really, really, over time, sitting there typing can really have a bad effect on your fingers and your wrist. So you want to have help aids, whenever you need them. I have these, which I got from CVS. I have plenty of these copper hand gloves. I have wrist supports, elbow supports, knee supports. So whatever you need, make sure you buy it. There are still a lot of products that could help make things easier for you, so make sure you take advantage of that. So yeah, I think I have touched on everything that I want to touch on. Just make sure that you trust your body and respect your body. Have other people do the same. Know your limits. Don't exceed them, because you will pay for it if you do. Um, Talk to your healthcare professional. Have an open dialogue. Don't just listen to what they say. Don't be putting all this unnecessary medicine in your body, making their pockets fat. Because, girl, if you are spending your money at the doctor unnecessarily, You cannot be buying home decor and doing your DIYs. And I know that's what you love to do. That's why you are here with me. So I'm right there with you. I don't have unlimited amounts of money to be spending on medicines and doctors and all that kind of stuff. And I need some money to do my projects. This is what I do for fun. So I will not be giving it to you, doctor. No, ma'am, Miss Rheumatologist. No, ma'am. So, yeah. Trust your body. Talk to your doctor. Buy the things that you need to help make your life and your day easier. Don't be afraid to speak out about what you need. And, yeah, that's everything I want to touch on. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be back with the good one on Wednesday. I already started working on it. So make sure you look forward to my Wednesday video. And subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know how RA affects you or your loved one. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.